Alright, so we got Ford stock here. Let's go over. Brand new month. Let's see what it's going to do. First, I like to see the monthly. So we can see that it is bullish on the monthly. Last month did close with a big bearish candle. However, the previous month was very bullish. So I would say it's still definitely bullish. You can see all these wicks right here too on the monthly. It shows that there's a significant support here, right around 12 bucks. So based on that, I think still good on the monthly. I like to look at my range, so it's probably about $2.50. It moves every month, total range. So I like to just set my parameters here. We'll put 2 lines because I like to trade based on a monthly perspective because it makes me a lot more accurate and efficient and profitable. So currently price is above this daily moving average, so I would also consider that bullish. And the cool thing is I can already see that this is respecting this area. It's right in it already. So this what happened here was there's a big bullish leg all the way up here to about 1543 or so. Now it's pulled back and it's right in this 50% 618 zone that price always loves to gravitate towards. And then you can see these previous areas here, which used to be resistance. You can see price came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, and then finally broke through this zone and is now most likely retesting and respecting this zone before it heads up higher. So this is awesome. This is a perfect setup. So now we got to figure out where we want to get in and what our target should be. So like I said earlier, price moves about $2.50 a month, so we got to figure out what our monthly low is. And price loves whole numbers, so it just so happens that this is right at 13 bucks. So it doesn't get much better than this. So 13 is our low, 1550 is our high for the month. So right back to these tops here, which is perfect. Lines up real nice there. So this makes our job really easy. I'm going to mark these out first though. Monthly high, monthly low. We're going to put a little marker here so we know very clearly that we're shooting for September. You know, the entire month of August, we're going to shoot for that move up into September. So I would go right to here, right to 1550. Set your stop below this zone for sure, below this moving average. It'll also, this moving average is going to act as support now. Before it was resistance, but then it broke it. Now it should act as support. So we'll keep our stop. If you use a stop loss, I don't usually, but you're welcome to. I definitely recommend it if you're new to trading. It really helps you set up your risk to reward. So right now, based on this, you're looking at over a 7.5 R. So you'll make 7.5 times as much money as you're risking potentially for this monthly trade. So we'll tighten this up for the month. And then what I like to do too is just wait for a really good structure setup. So you can see that on the 4 hour now, and how you do that is you just dial it back down to the time frame. So now we're at the 4 hour. You can see that there's a mini zone here, which is nice. Price came down, came back up right at 13 bucks. So anytime price goes to whole numbers, like that is your best bet, because that is where buyers don't come in at $12.92. They come in at 13 bucks, you know. So like that's, anytime you see whole numbers, just understand that, like, that is good. And so if price is respecting a whole number, that's your best bet. So came down to 13 bucks, rejected. Now came down to 13 bucks again, is rejecting on this 4 hour. You can see this is a very baby bearish candle, and it's actually higher than this one, which means that you can see that this could be the start of higher highs and higher lows. So what I want to see here is we got, well, actually on the 1 hour, this looks like it closed a tiny bit below. So we haven't had the higher highs, higher lows yet. So I want to see something like this happen and then enter my long position. So we need to wait for that. And again, I mean, on the 1 hour, price is way below this moving average. So I want price to catch up to this moving average first. I'm going to set an alert actually. When price catches up to this 1 hour moving average, I'm most likely going to buy this. because you'll be good to go. Yeah, it's even below on the 30 minutes, so it's just not ready yet, but it is in the right zone. So as of tomorrow, which would be Thursday, or maybe even Friday. Don't usually take trades on Fridays, but I mean you could. So might look actually at Monday, depending on what happens tomorrow and Friday. If it starts performing, setting up perfect price action to buy, then I'll buy it. But if not, I'll just wait it out. But this is honestly a very, very good setup. This is like textbook, just perfect. So that is Ford. It's a very good buy. I would buy it now, honestly. If you wanted to, be like, I don't know, if you wanted to be proactive and buy it now, I think it is still a good buy. Personally, I would wait for that price action like we talked about, just to make sure that, because I like to catch a trade once there's momentum. So like you could buy it theoretically right now, let's say if markets were open, and then sit on it till Friday when it starts to move, or over the weekend, and then Monday it'll start to move, let's say, and then you have carrying costs, possibly this and that. It's just stressful being in positions over the weekend where you don't need to be, stuff like that. So take that into all consideration and go from there. So that is Ford.